We're holding a very strong position in the league, and also we have another chance of some more giant killing in the FA Cup. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with Bolton, and yes, we're doing reasonably well in the league, and also today's episode sees us go up against another Premiership side. Another chance of a giant killing saga, I guess. It continues. See if we can go for two Premiership teams on the bounce. We couldn't quite do it in the Carabao Cup. Can we do it in the FA Cup? Again, we're away from home and it's Wolves who are coming up next. Then we got a game against 6th position. Stoke have dropped slightly in the league, but again we win that and we are mounting a serious charge for the title. If we just take you back to the couple of games that we have played in between time, Cardiff, we were 2-0 up and coasting. A fantastic shot by Fryn there. He then put us 2-0 up with a penalty. And we were coasting inside half an hour. We were absolutely coasting, and then it all just went a little bit pear-shaped. On the hour, we did concede a goal at the far post. Moody not quite getting his opponent then. But look at this goalkeeping error here. Ribeiro, I don't think he realised there was a player there. That was so annoying, and that threw away our 3 points, really. And I did have a little bit of a go of him. Moody, as I mentioned, he comes in because we've got no right backs. They're all injured, so we had to bring him in from the under 23s, but he did an almost good enough job, as well as you can expect from an under 23 player, and just playing his first start for however how long. But Fryn getting the 2 goals and Josh Murphy for Cardiff scoring 2 as well, so as a goalkeeping error that really threw it away for us, really. And then Fryn on target for us yet again. McKenna putting him through, and 1-0 against 1-0 against Ipswich. A very, very hard fought game. We should have absolutely battered them, really. If you just have a look at the stats, 24 shots to their 12, 10 on target. To score just the 1 goal was disappointing, but again, another away game. And the away games just keep on coming and coming and coming, so we just can't seem to get a break at the moment in fixtures. But the players are responding very, very well indeed. And just confirmation in the table, we are lying second, 1 point behind now Fulham, who have got a game in hand. What did Swansea do? They must have they lost to Huddersfield 1-0. Wow. That maintains our 2 point lead above Swansea now, and we're in a pretty reasonable position. Stoke, if they won their game in hand, they would be in 4th position, so we ideally really need to win this one away. I think we'll be at home for this one as well, so which will be a bit of a godsend. But first up is Wolves. Wolves, on the other hand, are 8th in the Premiership. They're flying quite high, actually, just outside the European playoffs. 34 points from 24, minus 4 goal difference, 10 for Ted. They're not doing particularly well if you look at them sort of stats. Bournemouth have lost 6 and they're just below. But even so, they are making they are winning games. They're not drawing games. Man United, top of the table. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, Everton are in there. Wow. Anybody else that really a shock? Not really. Norwich, who we just beat, are down at the bottom. So it will be nice to get another Premiership scout on the way, just to prove our calibre that we can stay up with the big boys if we go up, I guess. I don't think there's any transfer news apart from Jordan Dembele. I don't think we've sent anybody out. Probably Seyfu out on loan, and I think there was a David Ryan who's gone to Millwall under 23s on a free. That's about it. And Owen's gone out on loan as well, so not really much to talk about. There is a possibility that we may let one of our strikers go. Ennis is a possibility. He's worth 2.5 million. He's on 10 grand a week. We brought in Dembele now, and he seems to be pretty good as well. And then we've got Simmons who's sitting under 23s as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But we've still got Petro to come back. So I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do now. So, but either way, we'll work it out. I'm sure there's a room to let one of them go, I guess. More than likely Ennis, because it's 2.5 million. We can afford to let him go. But the team that's going to start this game against Wolves, then it's going to be Collins in goal. Collins has come to me knocking on the door. He wants a bit more game time. He's getting a little bit frustrated. Probably not the game to do it, I guess, but I say let him have a go. Bezga, he's been transferred out. He's going to Real Hispalis on the 1st of July, so we lose him. So we're going to have to look for another centre-back. Well, we have got Leo, we have got Ogbeta, and we've got a couple of others as well, like Colvin as well, but he is injured. He's going to be out for a week. Suffered a pulled groin, unfortunately. McCormick's suspended for this game, so we've got no ball-winning midfielder. But we have got Morley in there taking over. So Collins is in goal. We've got Drummer, Bejka, Leo and Colwell at the back. A little bit of a change, but not much, just with Leo and Collins in goal. We've got Morley, Robertson and Cole in the centre. McAtee in the attacking midfielder role, and then we're going to have Charlie Nicholas up front and Friend. We're going to bring Dembele on later on in the game if need be, but I would like to think that we could well, if we're in a winning position, then we'll bring him on a lot earlier, but he's only just learning his trade, really. He is 19 years old, and he's already got a goal for us already, so it's a possibility we might just take him out on loan, possibly just get a year's experience, but you know what, throw him at the deep end, why not? Hand over to the assistant. He doesn't do really much good, so I'm going to give them a little bit of faith. Why not, indeed? And send the assistant to that. I don't bother with that sort of rubbish. And we'll just switch that back to 2D as well. That's right. Okay, there's a few goals flying through the score video printer already, as Collins with the goal kick plays out to Bejka then, and we just play it from the back as Wolves come pressing on us straight away. That's a great ball over top. Friends in fine form at the moment, scoring goals where possible, as he just gives it away, really. He might as well have shot from that position. I don't understand why he didn't. As Wolves file up the pitch. So we tried to get a foot in there, not quite managing it though. Aaron again, he's going down that left hand side. We're giving him too much space. We don't get a header in there though. And wow, Oxlade-Chamberlain, he plays for Wolves now, does he? Oh dear. We didn't really have a proper look at their side, did we? We just went straight ahead. I wasn't really prepared for this. But yeah, they weren't letting go, were they? Wolves are a hot, tough team to beat at the best of times. But to have Oxlade-Chamberlain in their side as well. They've got the money. They've got the salaries. We haven't. Wolves on the attack again. This is only the second highlight there, I think. As Bergwijn comes forward and Jota just misses it. Wow. Chamberlain is going to pick it up though. He does slow down. We should have been able... 3 players on him there and 2 of them backed away. But once again, we're looking for a bumper payday today. We've got most of the possession there, but not many shots. So we're going to say excellent effort, I guess. And then we're going to just say, well, then we're just going to get a little bit attacking as well. And we're going to say, get a little bit creative on the ball. Let's hang on to the ball. Let's see what we can do with it. We should intercept that. We don't. We hold off. Why do we pull out of that? Well, we get it away only just, and it goes out for a throw-in. We're still in the first minute of second half. Brighton 2-0 up at home to Huddersfield. The goals are flying in everywhere else, as we're not seem to be doing an awful lot here. We're not getting the chances, are we? As Wolves pile on the pressure once again, and they get close with a header from the corner. And we do have a rare attack, I guess. Can we just put the ball into the box? As Charlie Nicholas is there. Oh, it's a good effort. It's a good stop as well by the goalkeeper. 22,000, not an awful lot. We can fill the stadium, our stadium, with that sort of thing. So maybe they're just thinking, it's only Bolton. They don't want. We're going to get past them quite easily. Why not? I don't believe so. I think we can do. Let's get away. That's good. I was just checking there, hoping that wasn't going to be a goal, and I have to change what I was going to say as we get another tackling. And that's all we seem to be doing. The tackles are flying in. Maybe we ought to have another anchor man. As Wolves all the way back to the goalkeeper, and they're going to play from the back once again. They're finding a lot of room, especially down the wings. As Jota has it, plays into Jorginho, and Bergwijn has got plenty of room on that left hand side as he shoots, and saved by Collins in goal. 25 minutes to go. We should be able to. McAtee plays it out, and I'm going to make a couple of changes. Leo can play there, and we're going to bring Ogbeta in the defence, and we're going to bring in Dembele and Frin. Okay, that'll do. Can we do something with that sort of formation? We're just having the anchor man and just a little boost up our defence up a little bit. It looks like Wolves are going to go and progress, and it is Wolves 1, Bolton 0, and we haven't done too bad away from home. I think if we were at home, we would have, we could have done them over. 9 shots, we've had 4 on target, so we were pretty competitive, I guess. They created more fouls, which suggests we would have had a lot of the play down their end occasionally. But it is disappointing. Just Brad Collins just getting the 7 then. But only 22,000. That's what's more disappointing. Excellent effort. I can't fault you. We bow out. I think to beat 2 Premiership teams on the bounce, I think it would have been pretty hopeful. With us being now out of both competitions, we can now concentrate on the league with probably 17 games to go. Right, the next up is Stoke. Stoke are into 6th position. We need to. We have to. It's a must. It's a must-win game. They're pleased with make the most of set pieces, play high tempo pressing football, and we're on course to work within the budget. That's because I've moved it a little bit, and that's about it. I think we're ahead of schedule, and I think this could be a very, very good season for us. I'm reckoning. I'm putting it right there. I think we are going to go at least into the playoffs. We'll play it safe. We'll play it safe. I think so. Right, okay, let's move along to the next game. Stoke coming up. We'll see you guys in a few seconds. Right, transfer deadline day. We have made a few changes. We've had to make a few changes. Our back four just completely went out injured. Right, so if we start off with a couple of the transfers that we have brought in from Dembele, we have 2 loans and 1 buy. So we start off with 2 loanees. One from Everton. Ikechukwu, Ikewumi, Ike. That's what I'm going to call him, Ike. Right back, even. We were struggling for right backs. Both our right backs were injured. I had to bring somebody in, virtually loan somebody in straight away, and he does come in as a second choice. So Kearney, when he comes back, he'll probably overjump him anyway. So I'd rather have our normal players. When Dremmer, he's actually fit now, so he's probably playing. So I'm quite annoyed at that. I didn't have to bring him in at all, but a pretty good player. I'd like to buy him, but they were wanting stupid money, Everton, and so I'm not prepared to do it. But look at them stats; they are quite phenomenal stuff. The next one is Esbrand. We'll welcome him back. He's had a spell with us before, right back when, and we bring him back again. He had quite a good season there, not too bad. 6.97, not too bad at wing back. Stats wise, I don't think they've really improved that much, but he is our number 1 left back now. So he overjumps Colwell at the moment. We're just going to play him, see how he goes, or I might just put Colwell back in because we just need our normal players, don't we? And then this young man from Amankwa from West Brom, gone in, 24, 5'11" at the back. We are struggling for centre backs. There's no lies about it now. We've got a lot of injuries. He is our 5th choice. Ogbetter's injured. I think Bejka's injured and Colwell's injured as well. So there's only Leo and himself in there at the moment. But he is only going to be a fringe player, only playing when we can. I just wanted somebody to come in. We didn't have anybody really in the under 23s that could really step up at this level. We do say goodbye to Brad Collins though. Sheffield United came in, clocked up 775, rising up to about 900,000 possibly, or it might not be, but yeah, 775,000 plus. I was going to say no, but it does mean we had to bring in the goalkeeper as well. And Reece Devine has gone as well for 150,000. Should have just to free up some wages as well. We had him on transfer for a while, and somebody came in the last minute. MK Dons, no less, 150 grand. Thank you very much for your service, Reece. But if we get on with the game, then it is a Stoke at home. This is a game that we really do want to win. Colwell, I really want to put him. I'm going to put him back. I can't just bring him in and then just let him take a spot just like that. Ben Williams, you can be on the bench then, I guess. Right, Pietro is not far from coming back now. In 2 days full training, I cannot wait. We failed a fitness test. He's not recommended, but obviously. Right, goalkeeping wise, because Brad Collins has gone, it does solve our goalkeeping issue. Ribeiro can stay in goal now, so I'm quite pleased with that. But it did mean we had to bring in Alexander from the under-23s, and then from the under-23s we had to recall back Radovic as well, so we've had to recall him. He's playing really well, 8.8. Maybe I should have been playing, putting him into the first team. The side, Ribeiro is in goal. We've got Drama and Manqua, Leo, Colwell at the back, Morley, Robertson, and McCormick comes back after suspension. McKenniff is going to play. I'm going to push him up on attack, just behind Charlie Nicholas, well, Connor Nicholas, not Charlie Nicholas, and Fryn up front. Fryn's playing really, really well at the minute, 14 goals so far. He has surpassed Pietro, but I'm reckoning Pietro is going to come back and absolutely demolish him. I am tempted to bring in Dembele. We tried to let Ennis go, but unfortunately because he's injured and nobody wants him, so that was unfortunate. As we kick off the game now, we'll just change a few things as well. Let's just change that on there. Right. Stoke on the attack straight away, 7 minutes in. Let's see if we can hold them off. We do want to get 3 points here straight into the arms of Ribeiro. So first shot to Stoke, but it looks like we've already had a shot. So what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to go attacking as well. We're at home. There's no reason why we can't go attacking. As Fryn's picked up an injury. That's not what you want to see. I'm hoping he's going to run that off. I mean, what sort of injury has he got? Lower leg injury. That's not a good sign as well. With any luck, Pietro will be back very, very shortly. As if we can get a goal here, then we can make a couple of changes. Fryn getting involved, and Charlie Nicholas is almost there on target. Just flicks the header on, but not quite getting it in there. As the game's just whizzing by, not an awful lot is happening. Robertson ball in straight into the arms of Bishop in goal. As Stoke look to come away with it. We've not had many highlights this half. As the ball's over the top, we do header it, cushioned it down as we come and get away again. McCormick's looking for suspension once again. He's got another yellow card. As Fryn, injured or not, he has put the ball in the back of the net, and a W looks like it's on the cards. And it may be a case that we may have to take Fryn off, I believe. I don't want to risk him. He's got his goal. I'm more than happy. That's a brilliant play, son. Absolutely well played indeed. A minute left of added time, and the new signing just gives the ball away. It's a very good stop by Ribeiro. He must have stuck his head out there. Phew, that's saved the blushes of the new signing there. I'm still not sure how I'm going to say his name though, but McKenniff comes forward as we're running right here. Running right. Early cuts inside. He gets taken down by Larry O'Sar, which is probably not the best tackle I've seen there, I guess. Free kick just outside. Could have played it inside so we could have had a penalty. There's a ball gets played in. Nobody on it at all. As Gutierrez comes away for Stoke. And that's not enough time to go up the field. It's Bolton 1, Stoke 0 at half time. What is everybody else doing? Swansea are winning 2-0, so we do need to win regardless. Fulham, anybody? They're winning 1-0 against West Brom as well. And I want to bring in Luca as well at some point. McKenniff's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring in him there, and he can go on attack as well. Right, okay, start the second half then. Just a couple of changes then, just because of the injury. McKenniff's not really had an impact. Palace are winning 4-0 at home to Blackburn. We're still in second spot though, still 2 points ahead of Swansea. We just want Swansea to slip up, which would have been really nice since we're winning, and we're struggling with the. Well, then again, Luca's in goal, and he's going to put us 2-0, and it's disallowed. Of course it is. Of course it's disallowed. We must have scored so many on disallowed goals that it's probably more than what we've actually scored. As we do get away from the corner again, Luca runs off with it. Is that Charlie Nicholas or is that Dembele? He's going for goal instead, isn't he? Cross the ball. Why did you not cross the ball? Have I got him just on shoot only? I'm going to take McCormick off just in case he goes and does something very silly indeed. As you can go and support. 2 DLPs on support. I'm not liking that. You can get AP in the middle, right? Reese can go on support instead as a DLP as Colwell with the throw. Robertson, don't lose it there. Plays into Cole, plays it to Colwell, and nice little triangles there. Let's oh my word, Morley, that has got to stand. It does stand. Connor Morley with a fantastic cushioned, controlled shot that was. I like to see that in 3 dimensions because there's beautiful play there on the left hand side between the 3 players. One touch football. Luca just lays it on for him. Well, he doesn't. It's Charlie Nicholas. And actually, it wasn't controlled. He just smacked it. I thought he controlled it with the side of his foot. It looked that way, didn't it? I guess. Side foot it into the goal. Right. Stoke do have an attack. They're 2-0 down. Are they going to get one back? I hope not. No, then. Well, they might do yet because we've just given it back to Leviosar. As yeah, he strikes one back from nowhere. We need to come back off tacking and we need to go a little bit defensive now as well. Robertson with a poor ball. That's not the best, but that's a cracking strike though from that edge of the corner. Wow. I'm hoping we live it out. As we don't actually, because Stoke are coming at us once again. As wow, he's just flashed it wide. Campbell, is that Tyrese Campbell? It could well be. It is Tyrese Campbell. Still playing well for Stoke then, I guess. 4 minutes of added time. Can we hold off? Looking very nervous, Dembele and Drama. But that's it. Bolton 2, Stoke 1. We escape with a victory, a big W, and a massive W, in fact, because that will put us away from everybody else. Well done, lads. I was pleased with your defensive efforts, pleased with your midfield efforts, and pleased with your attacking. Excellent stuff. Right, okay, where does that leave us in the table? It's got to look good. Bolton edge out opponents in close encounter, 15 to 18 shots. Oh wow, we were outshot and at home as well, and outpossessed. Also, Frinn's injured. He's going to be back for a few days. That's not too bad. He'll be back for the Leicester game, which is nice. And Manquar, he makes his debut. I really don't know how to say his name because it's going to be pretty difficult. Morley gets man of the match. So well done to him. Well played indeed. Bolton make it 5 unbeaten, and that's 1 draw, 4 wins. We're on a little bit of a roll now, guys. What about the rest of them? Fulham beat West Brom, and Swansea get away with a 3-0 win away to Middlesbrough, which we probably have to go over to as well. So we're all running away with it. The top 3. We are in second spot. We are probably at a better advantage, really. Swansea are chasing us. It is proving to be a little bit... The scores are starting to get a little bit difficult, especially at home now as well. But the thing is, we are not rolling over and dying anymore. We are actually rolling over draws into wins, which is fantastic. And we get into a position where if they score, it doesn't matter. So that's where we stand at the minute. Let's have a look when we're going to be coming back. And well, we've got Leicester, Hull, Middlesbrough. We've got to come back to the Fulham game. 2 home games, I think. We'll come back to Sheffield Wednesday and Fulham. We'll warm up with a Wednesday win, and then we will play. So either end of the table, really, I guess, isn't it? Unless no, it's definitely Sheffield Wednesday and Fulham. Right, if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more on the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Let me know what you think to the transfers or to the loans that we've picked up again. And until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thank you.